Hon, what's your mom's full name?
Otelia Francisco Ramos.
And your dad?
Rufino Tobalia Ramos Sr.
And what does your dad call your mom?
Nini.
What?
Nini.
What is that? Is that just like a nickname?
I don't know. Sometimes you call Dai, but he called him Nini.
Wait.
That's the way sometimes you call to your
What
wife.
What does your mom say to your dad? Nickname?
Pin.
Oh yeah.
Pin. Rufino, Pin.
And where did your dad grow up?
Well, he was born in Negros. It's another part of island.
Same island or?
No, it's Negros. It's not Iloilo. Negros, Occidental or Oriental.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in Bacolod, but it's kind of It's not part of Bacolod. It's just check it. Negros Occidental, I guess, or Negros Oriental. So he went down to the Iloilo. I don't know what the whole story, but he was born in Negros.
What about your mom?
Mom was born in Iloilo, but not in the city. It's in Capiz. That's another part of Panay Island. Panay Island is part of Iloilo. So Capiz is one. It's like probably, I don't know how many minutes driving there.
How old is your dad now?
I think he is 90. I'm not sure, 92 or 91.
And your
Probably
mom?
Mom is turning 89 next month, October 3.
And what did your dad do for work?
Well, that made it's like a car vehicles repair. You can make cars, you can make vehicles, and he used to own he used to have a business with 10 people working under him. He's like the boss.
And then what did your mom do when your dad was working?
My mom used to stay home mom until they had a restaurant business. So mama helped and do the business.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 5 brothers and 4 sisters.
10 kids?
Yes.
What kind of restaurant?
I don't think I was born, or probably I was young. I couldn't remember. I don't even see the restaurant because I wasn't born yet. I was in the late 50s or early 60s. Probably I was young. I have no recollection of it. Yeah, you like food, for breakfast or lunch and dinner.
What have you ever met anybody from your dad's family, Negros?
Bacolod. Oh yeah,
Bacolod.
The whole family Ramos are known in Bacolod.
Yeah. Any relation to the President Ramos?
His distant relatives.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and because my dad's dad, and that is my grandpa. The root came from. His root came from what is that? Ilocos, Ilocano. So that's part of Luzon. There was one time that we had family reunion, all the Ramoses reunion in Bacolod.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in fact, we were all invited during that time.
Don't tell me Ferdinand Marcos showed up.
Huh?
Did Ferdinand Marcos show up?
What?
Is that his name, Ferdinand Marcos?
No.
The president?
No.
What was his name?
I forgot her name. Ramos? He's
Oh, why am I thinking Marcos? That's right, Ramos.
not Marcos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcos is from Ilocos too.
Mm.
But Fidel Ramos.
Fidel Ramos. That's right.
So now we were told, my aunt was asking why nobody showed up from Iloilo. Nobody showed up. They're all from different part, probably Manila, who knows, most of them from Bacolod, Negros, and we didn't made it. And she told us that they didn't realize Shahani, this is the sister of President Fidel Ramos, showed up during the reunion.
Oh, really?
That's how we knew that.
You're related?
Yeah, related. And there's a lot of like millionaire Ramos is there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we call that Dunya. Dunya is like rich.
Rich.
And basically my dad's uncle who owned Ramos machine shop right at the heart of the Bacolod. He's a secret millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves Papa.
Mm-hmm.
My three sisters used to stay in their house, and the way they treat maids is disgusting.
Oh, that's not good.
That's him. It's not the wife. The wife and the kids, I think they're fine. It's like a Spanish kind of
Machismo.
attitude. You have to stand around the table and make sure there's no flies, whatever. I don't know. So
What about your mom's family? You meet your mom's family?
mom's family, my mom and my parents, the parents of my mom, they are poor. They have mama used to help her dad planting rice, something like that.
Really?
So mama used to be, she loves doing outdoor work. She's like a boyish,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all I learned. My grandpa, yeah.
Which side of the family was your grandmother on that had so much influence on you?
My mom.
Your mom's
Yeah,
mom?
Lola, yeah, my grandma, Lola.
Yeah, what was
Because
she like?
I was in high school when she passed away, and the Lolo too, the husband of Lola.
Did they live with you?
Huh?
Did they live with you?
No, they move around to, they pick where they want to go to like visit us, she loves our mama's kids, and that she loves us. And she go to the other brothers or sister of my mom. So she moves around. Both of them moves around.
She's a Christian woman, right?
Yes, she loves the Lord. She's a woman of prayer. I think I learned that from her. We learned that normally. When she comes to our house, we're always in love listening her Bible story. We sit down around her and we listen to her. So it's probably me, Jeanette, Ramel, who knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we sit down there and sometimes we sleep together with her in her mosquito net.
Mm-hmm.
It's a white and smells very good, and this mosquito net is like so hard. I think when she washed that, she put some flour
Really?
to make it stand.
Yeah.
Like when you hang it,
Yeah.
put it for, it's like standing. So we love to sleep in her. She got a big mosquito net, and we sleep with her, like we're like lying down there. It smells good, and she's such a clean old lady. Very
What's her
clean.
name?
Consuelo.
Consuelo. I love that name.
Consuelo.
No.
And I don't know if it's right that she's Phoenix. I heard she is French blood. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just heard, but I don't know what.
So you got the name Francisco from your mom's old
from
last
my
name?
from my grandpa, of course. Before Mama got married,
Yeah.
she's a Francisco.
Right.
So now her middle name is Francisco, and Ramos her last name.
So you have, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Now, who's the oldest sister? Nanglita?
Nangdelia. No, yeah, Nangdelia.
Delia?
The oldest brother is.
And then Lita, she had a ministry, right?
Yeah, she graduated from theology
Oh,
in
really?
Manila. Yeah, 3 years theology.
And then she had like little mini revivals.
She hold a church in one of them in Gimbal. It's part of Iloilo. It's just probably 45 minutes drive. And because Jeanette always go help her for some of the ministry for kids, and sometimes me, but most of the time I think Jeanette. So yeah, she draw through the Spirit of God. She draw a lot of people to the church,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gifted in prayer, gifted. She has a gift in healing,
Mm-hmm.
gift of prophecy. I would say God bless her with a lot of gift that people will get saved just like that when she preach, when she lay her hands to people, they get help. Because I was a witness when the Lord used her in our house,
Mm-hmm.
and she prayed for everybody, and she was young during her Christian, when that was her first love to Christ, and she was so the whole family got saved because of her ministry. Like the whole, even in Bacolod, when they come visit us, our family, our cousins over there, they come visit us,
Yeah.
they got saved because of my sister's ministry.
Was everybody in your family already saved, or she had
Yes.
already because of
Some of
because
them
your grandma?
backsliders. Yeah, everybody.
From your
The
grandma? Because your grandma?
No, my sister.
Really?
My grandma, I believe it's us, like kids, that's all.
Yeah.
Mama is not even.
Oh, I see.
Says, but my sister Lita was the one who brought. We have already when I was young, I go to church, so I was like first grade. I'm so faithful to church, and I guess the seed is already there. Plus, grandma who is helping our faith to God. You know, but Papa and Mama wasn't the instrument for us.
But they got saved.
Yeah, when Nanglita was on fire during
Yeah.
that time, we just want to stay in the church. That's the kind of urging in your heart. Oh, we don't want to go home because it's so revival in one of the church that we used to go. This is before she hold the church as a pastor, but this is the church that we go. That's how she got saved in this church. It's a small church. And the pastor passed away. We called the pastor Tatay. Tatay Virgo. And we called him as the father of our faith. He's the, Yeah, and Anita is this, she's gifted.
So then, when you got older, how many of your siblings plus you were involved in the music at church?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, more than one?
Well, in the choir, in the church that we got saved. I mean, I would say I got saved before they got saved, because I am a church goer. I was young, but I'm so faithful to God. Well, I would say siblings that can sing in my family, I think like out of 10, it's only 2 who don't sing.
No, only so 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
And then how many of them were singing in the church or playing instruments?
Playing instrument, I can play. Ramil can play. Jeanette doesn't play, she sing. Nanglita, Merly, Junior, Ronnie. I think 6, 7 out of 10.
Played instruments?
Play instruments, guitar. We start guitar most.
Why don't they? What was the name of your church choir? The Ramos band?
No, we don't have the band. We're thinking about that before. We can build a band just for the Ramos. We have a complete 4 different kind of voices: soprano, alto, tenor, and bass.
What are
Nung
you?
Junior is tenor. Nung Rolando, my brother passed away, he's the bass.
Mm-hmm.
Ramil is tenor. But the among my siblings who can sing a solo, Ramil.
Mm-hmm.
He can sing. Randy is not in Anglia. Two of them, I don't think they have that kind of voice.
Yeah, but you can sing. I mean, didn't they take you to Singapore to be a music leader,
Director.
the music
Yes.
director?
Yes. I play different kind of instrument because I'm so in music. So actually Merle was the one. Nang Merle was my inspiration. She play guitar and I just sit there and watch her playing, and later on I pick up the guitar and just kind of play with myself. Later on I can play music without nobody taught me. Never been to school but for playing, I just play myself. I said, oh, that's B. Oh, that's C. Those simple, basic keys. They sent me to Singapore.
Yeah.
I work in the church for, I believe that was in the 1980s.
What?
Yes, 1980. Once after I graduated my associate degree in hotel and restaurant management, I didn't work in the restaurant or in hotel. I worked in the church. They hired me as a music director without any whatever
Music degree.
It's just talent and whatever I can help. That's all my own.
I thought you resisted going there.
That was before I was working in the daughter's church in Iloilo.
So what happened? They told you want to go, and you said no, I'm all set.
Well, the senior pastor in Singapore used to come every year and visit the church. So I didn't realize he was observing me all the time, and he comes to me with my Bible study, and he really enjoys it. And you see, I think I would say I'm so excited during my early years of working in the church, and I love music, so I think he saw that later on. I didn't realize he talked to Pastor James, and Pastor James, my pastor, you met him when we were in Singapore, and he talked to him. He said, we're gonna pray for Febie. So one time he was talking to me when he was in Iloilo, and he said, in Philippines, he said, oh, Febie, if given a choice, now not him, I would say probably him or the other missionary, I could not remember between the two of them. He said, given a chance, if God will open the door for you in Singapore, would you consider to go there? I said, I don't know. I'll pray about it. And I don't know, I'm not sure. That's what I said. So I told Pastor James. Pastor James said, you don't need to pray. We already prayed for that. I was like, I just kept quiet. You know, Pastor James sometimes is funny. Yeah, later on, that's it. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do there. A little scared. A little scared. I told them, Pastor James, I'm so scared, Pastor. I'm not gonna, I don't have a degree. That's the kind of reasoning to Pastor James. I don't have a degree, Pastor. What am I gonna do there? I don't know. I can play basic. I can play this, but I don't know what to expect.
So what about, so you go to what was it, Foursquare Church, right?
Huh?
Foursquare Church?
No, Harvester Assemblies of God.
Oh, AG. And then after 3 or 4 weeks, you're leading the band in worship.
Yeah, not after 4 weeks. Right, I went there. I have to be in charge of the music.
Okay, but so after the church got to observe you and your style and your influence for a month or two, then how did the church like it? How did they respond?
The Harvester in Singapore?
Yeah. Did the Spirit move in the church, or did they throw tomatoes at you?
Well, Pastor Fu put me to be in charge of the worship, to lead the worship. They have a worship leader before.
Okay.
Most are Singaporeans. And Pastor Fu said, okay, Febie, can you lead the worship, the whole whatever, let's see what's gonna happen. Would you lead it? then since then, I believe it's God used me there,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the difference of worship.
Hmm.
Basically, they are a little stiff. They are because nobody lead them, like encourage them to worship.
Yeah.
So it's just like saying, okay, sing this song, blah blah blah. After that, but you're in worship, you need somebody to respond to God leading a worship. You're the leader, so it works. So there are people behind. I mean, under the team that they're under consideration to lead once. That slowly I'm gonna just only instead of every week, I'm gonna do every like thrice a month, twice a month later on. To let them take over because I don't think I can stay in Singapore rest of my life.
Yeah.
So it's like training them. So it works. Beside that, I'm in charge of the worship team, choir. I taught choir too,
Mm-hmm.
with different voices in my own way,
Mm-hmm.
without the notes. Because I don't know to read the notes. I can only read simple, but when it comes to whatever, I'm just so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just listen to the song and I blend my own way of blending.
Right.
That's how I made my.
That's how
I
you
made
sing
a concert
with
and-
your soul instead of
Yeah,
from
I
the
made a
book.
concert. I
Mhm.
think since I worked there for 2 years, I think I did like three. I'm not sure 3 to 4 concerts.
Wow.
Yeah, twice a year, Christmas and what kind of concert?
Easter.
Easter.
And then you were ready to go back to the Philippines.
Well, I thought I'll be there for only a year. That's the plan. Later
Then they
on,
bribed
Pastor
you
Fu,
like to bring your brother.
not bribe. Pastor Fu was talking to me, Febie. You can stay here for another year. We're gonna send you home for a month for furlough. We call that vacation for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Just come back for a year. So I wanted to say no, but later on I just decided, okay, that's fine. So go back Philippines 1 month, then come back again. And hopefully that I can still stay in Singapore, but unfortunately I said no, I want to go back to the Philippines and go back to the church where I work, the daughter church.
All right. Well.
So 2 years there, basically in the 90s, probably 91 and 92 or 93, something like that.
Yeah.
In that year.
Yeah.
So
And then you got to see them as a reunion when we went back in Singapore in
Yeah.
2017.
It was so sad before I leave. When we left Singapore, it was like my family to me. I built a lot of friends there. It's like my family. They're treating me like not different from them.
Yeah.
They're treating me like a sister, a child, or
Daughter.
kind of
Yeah.
treatment to me is so special though.
Well, it was nice to see them again after all those years.
Not all of them, but
Yeah.
at least.
Still.
Yeah, that's the kind of memory.
Well,
Pastor James was my very best pastor, and I love him.
Yeah.
That was the wife. He's kind of joking kind of pastor, but he's very faithful in the church. In
Yeah.
fact, when he left, because he's gonna be an evangelist, the church really cried. I wanted to stop him from coming back to Singapore, but that's the dealing of God to
Who
him.
were the other pastors?
After that, it's Pastor Diana. She's
Yeah.
a woman. You met her.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
All right. Who are you waving to?
No, nothing.
Oh, you done?
I don't know if you want to ask me.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
No, it's
So,
enough.
it's a long story, huh?
24 minutes and counting.
Yeah, that's a
So
lot.
we got to know your parents and some of your brothers and sisters and some of what you used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Can you say a parting words in Ilonggo? A nice goodbye in Ilonggo?
Oh well, I hope not impressed. How do we say? Hope.
No, in your language.
I know. I'm still thinking
Oh.
what kind of Ilonggo. I hope kabayang na encourage ka mo, or you know, nahangkat ka mo sang testimony. I would say testimony.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say, honey.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right, we'll
Bye
do.
God bless you all. Thanks for giving this time, honey.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.